The Bulls are 4-4 overall, 2-2 in the American Athletic Conference. USF was in action this past Saturday at Navy. Navy won the game 29-17. Up next for the Bulls will be this Saturday at East Carolina, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time start. Game will be televised on CBS Sports Network. Coach, thank you for joining us on the call today. If you take a minute to tie up the game against Navy, please, and tell us what you expect to see as you return to the road to face East Carolina on Saturday.
Navy game, I thought our football team had a very disappointing loss. We had our opportunities. We were leading the game there in the fourth quarter and didn't take. I thought offensively we didn't consistently execute and finish plays, and I thought we helped and hurt ourselves in the kicking game, and we made too many mistakes at the wrong time against a really good football team, and you just can't do that against a football team on the road in a place where they hadn't lost much. So we didn't take advantage of the opportunity, but get back to work and get ready for another tough road game at East Carolina. Another team that's looking for a win like ourselves, and should be a good game.
We'll take questions for Coach Taggart, please. Star 1 on your telephone to join the queue, then the operator will introduce you.
We'll go to Dan Tortora of Dan Tortora Broadcast Media.
Hey, Coach, how you doing today?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Doing well, thanks for asking. Obviously, you just talked about the fact that it was a disappointing loss coming off against that game against Navy, but just what you can say about, we've talked about Quentin Flowers throughout the season and where you think he's at in a game like that. What are some key things that you see on film to take him aside and talk with him about going forward?
Well, I thought in that ball game, really, he did some good things, but he didn't play the game like he's capable of playing the game. I thought he had some misreads in the run game and some misreads in the pass game that was unlike Quentin. But he did make some plays to keep us in that game. I thought with his injury, he thought a lot more about his injury than just playing the game, and that held him back a little bit in that football game. But I think he understand and know what he needs to do as the quarterback of our football team and to get us back on track.
And when you look at getting back on track, what can you say about the resolve of this team? Obviously, this season, I think it's safe to say that there's been some improvement in a lot of different areas, and just what you can say about being on a 3-game winning streak and then taking this loss and going up against another tough opponent coming up, just where you can say the resolve of the team is at this year.
Well, we got a resilient group of guys. I think the chemistry of our football team and those guys coming together has really helped throughout the season through some of the tough times, and I think that won't change now. Our guys know exactly what we have to do and the things we need to correct in order to get back in the win column. And for me personally, it's just great to see that these losses, when we do lose now, it really hurts our guys. And they come back and they get focused and usually make up for it. And we need for them to do it this week against, again, a different type of challenge than what we faced last week, but a good football team that knows how to win.
Thanks, Coach. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
We'll go to Ronnie Woodward of Greenville Daily Reflector.
Hey, Coach, how are you?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Good. When you look at South Florida and East Carolina, both the history of the programs have had success, different levels of success over the years, and it seems like both schools are kind of pretty even now and trying to, find their footing in this league. Do you think y'all are both pretty even and trying to take that next step maybe in this conference?
I do. I see both of us being a very athletic football team, and both have the tools to be one of the top teams in this conference. But it's a really good conference, and it's a challenge each and every week. And again, you see the job that Coach Ruffin has done there at East Carolina over the last few years. It's been great in how they were last year, and had some really good football players, and have some really good football players now. And same for us, just being young and helping those guys mature to become a better football team. I see both as teams that's on the rise and getting better.
Second thing, whether it's it's Flowers or using multiple backs for you. How important is kind of balance then as far as using different guys to run the ball and having different guys have success running the ball? How important has that been for your team this year?
Well, I think the importance is just that we're efficient. More is for us to be efficient offensively and get things going. We feel like we have some guys, different guys that could do different things for us. It's just being efficient consistently enough, and then trying to get our best players on the field so that they can make the plays that we need. But we need them all on there, and we need them all to be effective in order for us to be a good offense. And when we're consistent and efficient with it, I think we have ourselves a good offense.
Gotcha. Okay. Thanks, Coach.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go to Joey Knight of Tampa Bay Times.
Coach, upon just reviewing the film, other than some misreads, what do you think caused you to struggle so much in the run game?
I thought Navy D-line really controlled the line of scrimmage. I didn't think we did a good job with our pad level and coming off the ball up front, and I think that caused some of it. And a lot of it is just finishing plays. I didn't feel like for us we finished plays. There was too many guys standing around when our guys were getting tackled rather than blocking guys. And that goes from O-line to receiver to tight end, and just overall we didn't finish like we had been in the previous 3 games, and our guys see that and realize that and understand that that's more on us to get those things done and playing with that great effort and great technique, and more importantly, finishing everything we do.
Rodney appeared to get shaken up a little bit on that last kick return. Is he okay?
Oh, yeah, he's fine.
And do we have any other questions for Coach Taggart? Please star 1 on your telephone if so.
We'll go to Jeff Odom of Tampa Bay Times.
Coach, I know you said after the game that you were kind of reopening that kicking job again. What are you really looking for out of Emilio and I guess Michael Hill too in this competition this week, and when do you expect to have a decision on who's going to be starting on Saturday?
We'll expect for those guys to go out and make every field goal that they attempt, and this week we're going to put them in a lot of live situations, let them both compete and see who can consistently kick the ball through the field goal and being able to help this football team. So we're going to let it go throughout the whole week and make a decision by Saturday.
Is this something that you just thought of? Just came up on Saturday, or is this something that's kind of been building, as the season's gone? I know Michael Hill, you put him in on kickoffs to start games a couple of weeks ago. Is that something that's been building, or is that just something that you just because of Saturday's performance?
I think it's something that our football team needs. We got to keep it competitive, and everybody have a job to do, and we got to do a great job at what we do. And I'm thinking more of just keeping it competitive and making sure that whoever the guy, he understands the job that he has to get done and make sure he go out and help our football team.
Thanks, Coach.
Mm-hmm.
We'll go to Joey Knight of Tampa Bay Times.
Coach, one more thing. Johnny Ward went on social media and just kind of apologized to USF fans. Did he apologize to the team?
He didn't have to apologize to the team. I think he did that night to a lot of his teammates, and we all know what kind of player Johnny is and kind of person he is, and that was kind of out of character of Johnny, but it was a selfish play that we know as a team that we just can't have, especially against a good football team. So, again, we all know Johnny will come back and make up a play for us, and he's handling his consequences for that, and then we'll move on. I think he's displeased that in that situation, it was critical. It was a big time for us, and those are the winning plays that we have to make. We can't make those silly plays like that against a good football team and expect to win, and we had a chance there.
He'll be available for you Saturday, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Coach, well, thank you for your time this morning. We look forward to hearing from you again next Monday.
All right, thank you.
Okay, again, Coach Willie Taggart from USF. The Bulls will be at East Carolina Saturday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time on CBS Sports Network.